Plans have changed.
Don't post me on your grandbaby. Don't you? Go and bust a wide open, baby, don't you? Drop the head, blown smoke, baby, don't you?
Alright guys, so welcome back to A Day in the Life of an Actor in London. Today I was meant to have an audition that's been rescheduled, but I've got a lot of self-tapes to do, I've got some scripts to print out, and some networking to do and a few friends to meet. So it's going to be a very interesting day, and I hope to see you on the journey with it. So right now I'm going to go grab a coffee just to reset for the day, since I thought I was going to an early morning audition, but it's what happens when you're an actor, stuff changes all the time. So imagine recently, right, I made a viral TikTok because our balcony started flooding, right? So we have this this gutter system in our gaff where every flat above us, their water runs down and then it runs down past our balcony and onto the ground floor, right? So basically our balcony drainage system was blocked. Next thing you know, after about 5 minutes of rain, our balcony's over flooding. We're like, what the heck is going on, right? So I made a TikTok, it went viral, and everybody's been trying to tell me I live in Essex.
What up, my G? We bees the hottest out of NYC. Watch run through it, they gon' talk about it later. I be playing with the birds like the Falcons and Decatur. Playing with the 4 and 5 plate, that's my DJ. Got work in 4 or 5 states, call me freeway. Brick, shorty on the mix.
So yeah, back on with the TikTok story. So after I uploaded this TikTok and it went viral, I put basically a few house tours up, right? And everybody started at me saying I live in Essex. And you know what I realised? You guys know where I live. I made loads of house tours recently, but anywhere outside of Clapham or central London seems to cop hate. But you know what? For me, this area is perfect. But to be fair, I did kind of go along with the joke. I've got stuff to do, I need to get back. So for those of you that know me, I finished drama school at the start of this year, and this whole year I've been trying to be an actor, and like, being honest, like many people, if that was my only job, then I'd be screwed. Luckily I've got content creation, but I've got a lot of cool projects coming up in September and October, which is good. So on today's agenda now is, oh, it's close. Initial plans was to show you exactly what an audition was like, but now instead we're going to go back, we're going to look at some jobs, I'm going to talk to you about what I've been submitted for. I've got acting class later on tonight, I've got a lot of jobs I need to submit for, and then we're going to meet up with a few acting friends hopefully later on. So let's go back and see what's popping. So we're back in the crib, and honestly, the truth about acting is that when you're not on a job on set working, you're basically work from home hustling. Yeah, I need to play some pool to calm down a bit. Day in the life of an actor. Reset. Okay, if this goes in, I'm gonna go do some work. To me, that's plot. Is that a pirate ship? What on earth is that? Alright gang, so right now I'm going to get on with a bit of hustling, right? So for those of you that are not familiar with acting, the way it works is that you have an agent, if you can get one, and then they submit you for the bigger jobs, and then there's also sites like Backstage and Mandy which you can sign up to and self-submit for jobs. So first up today I want to talk about what I've been submitted for recently from my agent. Because you know what, yeah, like I've been submitted for some fairly decent stuff, but the problem is I'm just not getting seen. So for example, that is some of the stuff I've been submitted for in the last month. I mean, English language practice app, ranting vlogger. Come on, that is literally me. But for some reason I can't get seen. But credit to the agency, I'm getting put forward. But let's move on to some self-submit jobs. View profile, you can see I've got all of my headshots. I mean, feel free to review them. And then I've obviously got my showreel right here.
Confidence can be a double-edged sword.
Alright, so now I'm on the self-submit jobs. You can see basically people post jobs, their pay, what they're for, and then any that you kind of fit the description of, you go along, you apply, and then if they like you, they'll probably call you back for another. Right now what I'm going to do is go and apply to some jobs. Modern witch film, internet DJ. Internet DJ, that's me, feature film, and DJ experience. So submit the application, DJ in the house, baby. Another one that I fit, 20 to 30 year old, how, let's click on his character description, 20 something, struggling actor, and bank account low. That actually sounds like me. That could actually be me. New showreel. And pretty much you just self-submit for jobs and so on, and then they get back to you with an audition or not. But there's some jobs, and I've got a few self-tapes to do, that require a self-tape before we can submit. So I'm going to mash out a few self-tapes, and for anybody that doesn't know, self-tapes are the fundamental thing in acting nowadays. So here I am doing a self-tape for a small project. If it was a bigger project, I would have got the full gear out. just giving myself a bit of an intro, and then rolling on into the scene that has to be kept secret, of course, because it's their script. And at this point, guys, I want to say a huge thank you to Yfood, today's sponsors of the video. So Yfood is a complete meal and a drink, and it is fantastic for people like me who are always on the go, who are always busy. And look at this. Now, Yfood is considered smart food, where you can get all of your nutrition from a meal in a shake. They're super easy to carry around, they're super portable, and it just prevents you ever missing a meal if you're a busy person making deals, going places, doing stuff. And for example, when I was up on Mount Snowdon very recently, I actually cracked open one of the Yfood drinks, and it was fantastic. Roll that clip. All right, this is food. What's this one? Cold coffee brew. We're just hiking up Mount Snowdon right now, and I've got this with me because it's a full meal. Give me the calories I need to get the rest of this hike done. Taste test. That's good. That's actually really good. With each of these bottles having loads of your daily vitamins and nutrients, Yfood is the perfect, quick and convenient meal that you can have anywhere, anytime, that requires no preparation. So for me, if I ever get called up to an audition last minute, I haven't had time to eat any food, I grab one of these, I put it in my bag, and they will be linked in the description down below with a unique discount code just for you guys. Right. Next up on today's to-do list is some networking. Is to go and meet up with a fellow actor of mine, Nadej. We're gonna have a little chat with her, and then we're gonna speak to my dad a bit later on. For those of you that know my dad, he's an actor, so we're gonna chat to him later on, get some advice, and learn about how it's going for him. So I just cooked up some food real quick. You see, for me, every single day is random. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. Like, if you can go throughout the day feeling lonely when you haven't got a place of work to go to, but then there's also perks, like you can go places last minute, you can pick stuff up last minute. It's perfect. Look at it, take that out. Oh. Cycling in London, right? You got electric scooters, you got one-wheelers, you got bikes, you got electric bikes, you got everything nowadays.
Have to make the learning.
Take two.
Take two. So we've gone from a day in the life of one actor to a day in the life of two actors. Welcome, Nadej.
Thank you, Dylan.
We haven't seen you on the channel since our day in the life at drama school way back a year ago.
Right.
But how is your day as an actor going today?
So today I'm doing dog sitting / house sitting for the little Buster.
Buster.
We'll show you.
Oh.
Buster baby.
Oh, hello, Buster. Good boy.
He's a rescue. You can see a little scar on his little face. He's a cute boy, and I've been doing this gig because I find that it keeps me busy and I get to care about someone beside myself.
And it's also quite flexible and good for beside itself. It's good for the acting as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's flexible.
Because then I can have Buster and do my self-tapes, learn my lines, and you know, he's not gonna judge me. He's just gonna be around, and I'm just making a buck.
He could be your partner. Any
Exactly.
dog commercial. And we're off tonight to a roller disco. Nadej plus one me.
Yes.
Bit of a networking event. So how do you describe? 'Cause like as an actor, right? It's all about networking to a large extent, isn't it?
Yes. I'm going tonight because it's the artistic director of the theater that I work at, and I just know for a fact there are going to be a few celebrities there, but I don't want to name drop. Well,
Yeah, I guess if you don't know me at drama school, I was kind of very much.
You gave it straight to the teachers when they were having the financial problems, and you were like, "I have a question. Is Aura broke?"
That was bold, and you
Yeah,
said
it was
no,
very bold.
but low-key they actually turned out to be broke. So should we have the roller disco then?
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll see you there. You can shout out anything you want to shout out. I don't know what you'd want to shout
Oh,
out.
shout out Cookie Jar. Come and watch Cookie Jar at the Space Theater. It's on from the 27th of September until the 1st of October. I'm in it. Obviously, I'm in it. I'm playing Nettie. Well, I'm going to be you today then. I'll play it safe.
Yo, this is kind of lit. Way harder than Alright guys, so I'm in the edit right now, but I just want to say, at the roller disco, basically I picked up a few new skills, relearned the old skills that I used to have when I'd roller skate on the beachfront. Some people at roller disco are actually sick, like fair play to them. But yeah, I met a few nice people, had a lot of chats with a few of Nadej's friends from the Unported Theatre, the FA. Spent most of the time doing roller discoing and learning how to rollerblade again. Equally fun, and then I kind of dipped out after about an hour or two, but it was very good, firstly to discover a cool thing to do in London, secondly to network, and thirdly to learn how to roller skate again. But right now I've got an interview with my dad. If you've stuck around in the video to this point, you're going to enjoy this. If you're into acting, this can be very valuable. So for those of you that have been following my channel for a long time, you may have seen my dad in a few videos. As sometimes in the comments I get, people know you're an actor, and it's kind of a fitting video, so basically I'm making one about day in the life of an actor today. So I thought it would be great if we could get your insight into what it's like working on a huge soap day to day. Because for those of you that don't know, my dad is Stu and Corrie.
Yeah, Stu Carpenter is my full name, but thanks. Some days I'm called really early, called 8 o'clock in the morning. It's got to be there to get costume. I don't do makeup. Other days I'm not called till the afternoon. So routine-wise, there isn't any. And the most important advice, the most important thing, is learn your lines. This is the hard part of acting. Trust me. And that's basically what an actor's life is to a certain extent. Every day is different, and that's what's exciting about it. Let's just take a normal day. Corrie said I'd get there at 9. Get there at 9. Park my car. We all have parking spaces where we go to in ITV. Then you go to you have your dressing room. You put your costume on, and then you wait for a phone call in your dressing room, or you go to the green room to tell you you're ready for the scene, and you walk on sets, whether it's inside the set or it's on the street, and then you do your work. Anyone who's involved in the acting world will know everything is done out of order. So what you see is not how it's filmed. I mean, I'll be filming some stuff will be totally different in the story order. So it depends what you're doing on that day, really. There's a crew there as well who work really hard, the crew. So they need a tea break, because I might go back and have a couple of hours off because I'm not on the scene. But the crew and the director are still working, so they need lunch hours and stuff like that. So,
and let's say as well, so a lot of people from the channel have definitely seen you in Ted Lasso, because you're in the very first scene. Obviously, if you guys have seen Ted Lasso, the manager who gets sacked at the start and then makes like reoccurring appearances. A big Apple TV series. How does that differ from being in a soap? Is there a difference, or?
Well, the difference is your individual difference. So, for example, with Corrie, I'm a regular in Coronation Street. With Ted Lasso, for my character, he's a reoccurring character, but he's a periphery character. So they only contract me when they need me. So with Ted Lasso, but very similar thing. But this time we stay at a hotel. They pick you up in the morning, take you to the set, you film, you finish, and you go home. To make this very strong point, no matter how you act, whether it's method acting or whatever acting you want to do, I learn my lines. That is the most important thing.
It's the fun. They also said at drama school, the thing you can never do enough of is learn your lines back to front, so you're doing XYZ. Well, I'll say, so if you guys have seen my dad on Corrie and you think he's worthy of a vote to win, is it Best Newcomer?
Yeah, Best Newcomer at the age of 65. but that's great. No, I'm chuffed about that. It's nice.
And if you guys like him on Corrie and you think it's great, definitely vote for him. I'll leave a link down in the description below. So thank you very much, Dad. And I look forward to, well, speaking to you tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed that interview with my dad. Again, if you like that and you want more of it, we'll get him on a podcast. So definitely, if you like that segment of the video, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe. I can get him on, definitely. And then to end this video, guys, basically, every week I go to acting class. We learn a scene, we film it, we get some feedback. Cannot recommend working at the studio enough if you're in London looking for a class. Tell them I sent you. But yeah, here's a clip that I filmed this week at Working Actors Studio after we got our feedback and whatnot. So yeah, the craft is always non-stop trying to improve on it, and that's why I go every week, because the more you practice, the more you're going to get better. Like anything, training is key. So thank you for watching today's video. I'm going to end with a bit of my acting, my scene from class, and I hope to see you in the next one. Leave a like, subscribe down below, and let me know what you think of my day. Cheers. The last thing you should do, my father used to say the same thing to me when I get like this, is, I don't know, we're all competitive, we're all ambitious, but the thing about envy is that...
Wait, what? Envy? You think this is envy?
Yeah.
Oh.
But his theory...
I thought this was rage.
Listen, I don't want to quote him, right, but
he said the thing about envy is that everybody suffers from it.
All up in my head, that's how I behave. Passing up the same, waking up the same. All up in my head, that's just how I behave.